George Sheridan Knowles, 1863 to 1931, was a distinguished British painter celebrated for his charming genre scenes, refined portraits, and masterful use of light and detail. Active during the late Victorian and Edwardian eras, Knowles became renowned for capturing the grace, sentiment, and elegance of his time, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate collectors and art enthusiasts. Early life and education. George Sheridan Knowles was born in Manchester, England in 1863. Manchester, during the mid-19th century, was a thriving industrial city, yet also a burgeoning center for arts and education. Growing up in this dynamic environment likely fostered Knowles' early artistic inclinations. He began his formal artistic education at the Manchester School of Art, an institution known for cultivating young talent. His exceptional abilities were evident early on, and his ambition led him to continue his studies at the prestigious Royal Academy schools in London. Here, he refined his technical skills and developed profound understanding of composition, anatomy, and classical painting techniques, which would later define his professional works. Artistic career and style. Knowles emerged as an artist during a period when British art was dominated by genre painting, romanticized historical scenes, and portraits that celebrated societal ideals and domestic life. He quickly established himself as a painter with an exceptional eye for detail, delicate color palettes, and an ability to infuse his works with sentiment and atmosphere. His genre paintings often depicted genteel Victorian life, elegant women in lush interiors, families engaged in quiet moments, or children playing in idyllic settings. Knowles had a talent for portraying textiles, decorative objects, and intricate settings, which gave his compositions richness and authenticity. His brushwork and lighting techniques added a romantic softness to his paintings, creating scenes filled with warmth and nostalgia. Portraiture was another significant aspect of Knowles' oeuvre. His portraits often capture members of the upper classes, conveying their dignity, personality, and social status with remarkable precision. His ability to render fabrics, jewelry, and expressions made him a sought-after portrait artist in Edwardian society. Exhibitions and recognition. Knowles enjoyed considerable success throughout his career, regularly exhibiting at major art institutions in the United Kingdom. He showcased his work at the Royal Academy of Arts in London, one of the most prestigious platforms for British artists. His paintings also appeared at exhibitions hosted by the Royal Society of British Artists, RBA, and the Royal Institute of Painters in watercolors. His consistent participation in these exhibitions reflected both his popularity and the high regard in which his work was held. In recognition of his achievements, Knowles was elected as a member of the Royal Institute of Painters in watercolors, further cementing his reputation as a leading artist of his time. Internationally, his works attracted attention among collectors, with paintings purchased for private collections across Europe and North America. The romanticism and technical finesse in his compositions resonated widely, making his art desirable among the elite. Themes and notable works. One of the hallmarks of Knowles' paintings is the idealized portrayal of Victorian and Edwardian domestic life. His work, though rooted in realism, often carried a gentle romanticism. He celebrated the beauty of everyday moments, from women reading by a sunlit window to serene family gatherings and portraits filled with grace. Though specific titles of his works are scattered across private collections and auction houses, they typically feature themes of femininity, refinement, childhood innocence, and upper-class elegance. His ability to capture atmosphere and narrative in a single frame sets him apart from many of his contemporaries. Legacy and impact. George Sheridan Knowles passed away in 1931, leaving behind a body of work that reflects both technical mastery and a deep appreciation for beauty, elegance, and human emotion. Though not as widely known today as some of his contemporaries, his paintings remain highly valued in art circles, particularly among collectors of Victorian and Edwardian art. Auction houses such as Sotheby's and Christie's have featured his works, where they continue to attract interest for their charm, craftsmanship, and nostalgic depiction of a bygone era. In the broader context of British art history, Knowles represents an important link between the romantic traditions of the 19th century and the refined elegance that carried into early 20th century painting. His work captures a snapshot of an era, one marked by grace, tradition, and artistic excellence, preserved forever through his masterful canvases.